How many times I got to let y'all bitches know I'm why so many bitches wanna take my flow? I'm too hot, too dope, flow like that pink Chris and mimosa. Who the fuck doper? Niggas wanna run up in my spots and
Yo, what's good, YouTube? You already know, man. It's your boy LaRon, female rapper, lead back with another video. My bad for being late. I was really just trying to get my shit together in the background. So let me bring this up. You know, we're about to start it with a freestyle. I wanted to change up the intro. So let's change it up because this is new. So I'm about to mute my mic, smoke the last blunt that I got to my name. You know, I told you I was quitting, right? So this is it after this. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to all of the people who sent love and support and healing energy to my brother. You know what I'm saying? I know a few people was asking me what was going on, but I didn't really get into specifics like that. You know what I mean? Like, I think I read some other person. I might have been Lola who was on my page, and she posted something one day that just reminded me of something that I posted a few years ago. And she said, just because I write something is, I don't want to, like, she didn't say she didn't want to discuss it, but it was just like a statement, like, you know what I'm saying? And I remember, rest in peace to one of my uncles, I had posted something on my Facebook page years ago, and he had commented under it like, what, or something. And I was just like, it's not really up for discussion. I just posted it, like, you know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, I
yes, sir. You know
appreciate
what it is.
Hold on. Nonetheless, I appreciate he's out the dark now, but he is you know, he's stable. So, you know, appreciate the love and support and the prayer. So always. So let me just see who's up in here first before I play this video. What's up, Miss Flapjacks, Tatiana, Barb City? What's up? So let's get into this before we go into the commentary. So shout out to Young Devin. Let's get into this Funk Master Flex freestyle. Let's do it.
Yes, sir. You know what it is. Funk Flex, we here. Young Devin in the building. Was cracking.
Cracking Flex.
Ready for action?
Yeah, you know, about to make a movie.
What did you say? You about to?
This is what New York Flex. I've been waiting my whole life for this one, Flex.
You about to make a movie?
Bow! Well, I need a run tune right now. You know
Let's
what I'm
go.
saying?
Let's go.
Bad
Get
girl
to
Devin in the
Juanito.
building. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Pulling on shot it. Bow! Whoop. Is she feeling hot? Then I make that post and I get it. Brooklyn, Trinidad. Yeah. Vibes. Baby go season. Listen. Look. How could I lose? Came from the bottom, but now I got nothing to prove. Ain't on my business to stay out the drama, cause I know they watching my moves. I've been too busy hating in my comments, but still ain't got nothing to do. I just lay at the top and go watching my views. You ain't get my spot, now you dropping a woo. Damn, already chose. Won't get my heart cause it's already froze. The quarter of my money, I'm already done. If you look at my face, then I'm already known. Since I ain't selling my body for numbers, I gotta spend extra 20 in my clothes. Really that shorty, that's word of my mother. Her daughter be stepping anywhere she go.
I'm her.
I can't sell no records, he's down.
What?
Need a wire going through my verse. Hit a milli speaking up on my her.
Pretty little shorty, well, I curse.
I was just on the
Bop on the east and a bop on the beat.
Labels wanna sign her. And I don't gotta drop every week because they flock when I speak. I never need reminders. Yeah,
I get it.
Baby, go to the realest one in it.
Yeah.
And the stars in my windows is tinted.
What?
I'm like X trying to see how I'm living. Ain't complaining, I really be chill. I just took me a shot at 10-3 to the wicked. No, my block, I ain't see you come spin it. That's not who you are, better speak how you living. Look, give me a budget before I step through. I be fighting my demons, but I'm blessed too. Send me a block, I'll address you. I could back me and start up in a sweatsuit. Diamonds is dancing, that's my best move. Pay me to walk up in your venue. I'm in the spot, but see, I've been new. We do not respond to thirst and get views. I do what I like. I could wake up today, get a feature, go hit up Rihanna and buy me some ice. Have to walk out the spot with my Nina, they see where I'm going. I tell them it's spice. Play yourself, but don't play with your life. Got a bag of you still on my tight. Sure to be watching everything I do.
Still get it right.
Bow!
Well,
Is she feeling hot? Did I make that?
I got
Did I get
questions.
it? That every time. Yeah, we back.
I feel like when there's a mic and there's a stand up and there's an aggressive look down,
Flex.
that makes me feel like something's going on.
I waited my whole life for this. That's what's going on. I used to leave school early to just watch
What
me
school you went
freestyling.
to?
Magda Evers, Brooklyn.
Okay, be clear.
Be clear. Young Devin. This is what New York City sounds like. Baby Go 2 is out now on all streaming platforms. Young Devin, Funk Flex, now the building. You know I said,
Yeah, man.
I love that I also could hear her Trini accent and it don't sound Jamaican. Like that also, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause I felt like even though I love Foxy Down, she repped Trini and all that, but I always used to hear her do her like dancehall Jamaican type shit. And that was like, you know, one of my friends back in the day, you ever have that person who, when they know that you like an artist, where they just say negative shit about them? I don't know if she was trying to come for me, but it was like always something that she would say something about Foxy, like, oh my God, my peoples know her. They said that she did this, she did that. Oh, yeah, everybody in Brooklyn says that her accent is not real and this and that. But then when I do meet people, they were saying they didn't like when she was talking in that accent. So I do appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? I do. What's up, T Kitty? What's up, Nikia? Yeah. Jazz spazzed on Vix. Hell yeah, she spazzed on Vixen. Vixen thought she was gonna eat that shit. You know what I'm saying? Jazz the rapper, I do have confidence in. So shout out to Jazz the rapper. She gonna be, and then she's battling Shice Raw in Philadelphia. Like, I don't know why she took that charity battle. Shice Raw? I don't know. Like, we're gonna see what happens with that. But yeah, today they had the service for Takeoff, and it was a star-studded, star-packed event. Can I ask y'all a question? And I don't want you to think I'm being negative. I actually was contemplating even bringing it up on here because I don't know, like, Chloe sang Beyonce Heaven. And I know that she's a writer and all of that, but number one, that song's not that old. Number two, I just feel like Beyonce could have sung that song, and I get it that you the protege, but it's like, when do you hop off dick? Like, you know what I'm saying? What other songs could you have sang? I'm not saying I know personally. I'm telling you this right now. If you scan through my videos within the last 30 days, I've brung that song up. I brung that, so that's a song that I love. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that nobody can sing it but her, but it's just like you couldn't sing any other song. Like, I don't know. I didn't like Chloe singing it. See what I'm saying? Like, I knew it wasn't like, and I ain't like the tonation of the voice when I heard it. Maybe it sound different, people recording it over the phone and all of that. Let me tell you this. I don't give a fuck. I am who I am. You are who you are. When people try to say you a complainer, yup, you're gonna hear my motherfucking mouth. I ain't like that shit. Maybe you did. I understood the message behind it. Cool, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't like that shit. Sing another song. Why you gonna do that? That's a living woman. That song ain't no more than that song ain't even 10 years old. Do your own shit. Like, you could have did a gospel song. You could have did a song like, you know what I'm saying? Be encouraged. No matter, listen, let me tell you something about growing up in the 90s. Every time somebody would pass away, this is how like community was even different then, right? So back in the day when you would listen to the radio, say it would be Sunday when they would play the gospel music or whatever, or it would be a regular day during the week. Say somebody got in over the line and they say somebody and their family passed away. They would play this song. I don't know who sings this song, but it would be like, be encouraged. No matter what's going on, he'll make it all right. But you gotta stay strong. Like, why y'all ain't sing nothing like that? Be encouraged. Yo, I love that song. Who sings that song? Put me onto it. I could probably Google it right now, but I like that song. I just, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. So it's like she wants to stay in Beyonce's shadow. She's always doing something to keep you comparing. That's what I'm saying. Talking about we love that. The pride. This whole I was like, yo, I remember when Beyonce performed that shit on her tour. Like, that shit was just like, it was crazy. It was this white girl in front of the crowd. Like, she was bawling, crying. All right, let me bring this up. I'm trying to figure out which article I want to bring up. Takeoff funeral. There was a few of them had some, and then they were saying that there was supposed to be no recording or anything, and then videos, and you knew that was gonna happen. That was bound to happen. If you're not gonna take their phones, come on. Let's go to news. Celebration of life. I think I see something from. All right, Justin Bieber and Drake and more. See, I didn't even know that Drake attended, so that's what's up. So let me bring this article up. Please, if you come in, thumbs up the video, subscribe to the channel, all of that shit. You know what I mean? I promise I'm gonna be more consistent with making my content. Promise. So listen. So Justin Bieber, Drake, and more. Remember Takeoff. I didn't even know. Come on, man. Takeoff at star-studded funeral. That's crazy. I didn't even see that title. And I just says, you know what I'm saying? I feel like when you do commentary for so long and you see something in the celebrity pack, it's like you think star studded if you a thoughtful person and you think of shit. But yeah, the star studded event. So the late Migos rapper Takeoff was remembered Friday in Atlanta in front of his family, friends, and fans. The star studded celebration of life ceremony was held at the State Farm Arena, in which the capacity was 21,000 people. Hmm. Yo, let me tell you something. Let's just say this, right? Like, even when I was like, I call a lot of shit fluff. Like, you know how you lose somebody and then people just trying to tell you all of this positive shit. But truth of the matter is they're not the ones who's going through it. They see it and they probably like at it by distance, but they're not going through the brunt of the burden that you going through. So all of that fluff shit is like whatever. Even I feel like, what is this shit? This, that, you can be encouraged, but I feel like you got to go through what you're going to get through first. And one thing I want to let people know is that I wonder if this is what makes people resort to like getting into like drugs or just abusing things, is because not realizing that you're supposed to be sad. I think that's a big thing to understand. You're supposed to be sad when things happen. You're not supposed to be. So a person's not going to pat. Let me tell you, it's going to be months. It's going to be months. But within those months, you got to make sure that you got to go against the grain. If you know anything, I don't care. I think if you haven't figured out by the age of 30 that you got to go against the grain, like you can't just succumb to, I don't want to do it, or, whatever. Because if you do, you'll become lazy. If you don't get, you know what I'm saying? I feel like even at a certain age, you should still be using a computer, getting online, typing. You should be keeping your mind functional in the mix of stuff. Like, real talk. So anyway, let's keep going. So Justin Bieber, who was rumored to perform at the funeral, did indeed sing at the service, as did Yolanda Adams. Oh, that's what's up. I'm glad they had her there. That's what's up. Yolanda Adams, Byron Cage, and Chloe Bailey. Among those in attendance were Quavo and Offset, who gave speeches at the funeral, as well as Cardi B, Mayor Andre Dickens, Gucci Mane, CeeLo Green, City Girls, Russell Simmons, Lil Yachty, and more. According to the press release sent to the gathering, there was a strict no photo and no video policy inside the venue. It's sad. I didn't finish saying what I wanted to say. What I was trying to say is that it's hard for somebody to encourage you when somebody took your family member out. How do you make sense of that? Like, how do you be encouraged off of that? How? Like, that shit crazy. And then you know what it is? It's like, I was speaking to my little brother last night, about like everything. And I was just telling him like, yo, like, it's crazy that like our cousin Wayne this is somebody who you grow up with and you've been with them since you've been little kids, and they gone, and you just got to keep going. It's like, these are people that you're supposed to grow old with. Takeoff didn't pass away from cancer or any type of like, terminal illness or autoimmune disease. He didn't die from anything like that. He was taken out of here. So how are you supposed to be encouraged like off of that? I don't know. So anyway, let's keep going. And however, one guest managed to snag a video of Drake giving a speech from the side of the memorial and posted it on Twitter. The One Dance rapper can be heard saying how he loved when Takeoff would remove his shades and squint his eyes while simultaneously having them wide open. So let's play this. Let's see. Drake speaks at Takeoff's funeral in Atlanta.
Forever balanced. Whenever he would take his shades off, he had this thing about him that I loved. No matter what was going on around us, he was like always kind of squinting, but like his eyes were wide open.
Oh, okay. That was pretty short. But that was, they weren't supposed to have any videos anyway. So, okay. All right. So Drake gave some comments. And, let me ask you this, when people pass away in your family, do you speak? Because I've never done that, but I've always considered myself to be younger. But you have to think of when you start getting older and shit like that. Let me tell you something. I know you might not want to think about this, but let's just put this on the table. Say you had a sibling that passed away, right? And their coffin has to leave the church. I've seen in several situations, and I don't know if it's just like a New York thing or not, but I see the family on it, tears in all holding that casket up and making it out. So what would you do? And I've done that for pretty much a lot of my family too, like for my grandfather, for my uncle, you know. I think my mom, from my grandmother died, I think they put us on the program as pallbearers. We wasn't holding no casket at that young of age, but I think they did it. Our all of our names was all over it. Like, yeah, my mom used to do programs for the church and stuff, so she was really good at doing things like that. You know. Let's see. William Benton sings "Be Encouraged." My phone has died. Okay, thank you, Tavarius. I appreciate that. Be encouraged, no matter what's going on. He'll make it all right. But you gotta stay strong. They used to play that on the regular rap and R&B channel. That's what the problem is today. There's too many issues with, like, people just, I don't understand that shit. And this is why you got to be careful every time you go outside, because you might be around one of these individuals that don't value life. They don't value it. I'm telling you, you might. And listen, and I had to explain this to my little brother last night too. You know, we live in a day and age where people use this word that you pussy, you pussy. And then here you go trying to prove that you're not, putting yourself in dangerous situations, that your life is at risk, just to prove that you not pussy. That shit is crazy to me. It was so funny to me when I was in high school, and I take little things that people say and they go a long way. It was this badass girl who moved up to upstate New York. She was from Queens, and a lot of the girls didn't like her. And she dressed fly. Her family, they had money, and she did really good in school. And I remember everybody asking her, like, "Oh, are you gonna go to the party on Friday night?" She said, "What?" She said, "That shit is an accident waiting to happen. They don't like me." And it was, because I'm telling you, they tried to jump them up at the McDonald's after school. She said, "You asking me if I'm going to a party? That's an accident waiting to happen." And not too many people think like that. Not so many people be like, "Oh, they gonna be there, I'm going there too." And that's when problems start. Sometimes you need to, self-defense is, I learned this. Self-defense is not just fighting, it's also what you do to keep yourself away from shit like that too. But so everybody want to prove they ain't pussy. Nah, I'm trying to live. Fuck that. I'm trying to live. I am. Shit, we don't ever know when we'll be taken out of this existence, but I'm not trying to put myself in danger. If I pull up at the motherfucking gas station and the vibe is off and I just don't seem right, nah. And I could be bugging, but it's just nope. The vibe got to be right. I watch everything. You come on. People lose their mind every day. You'll be a fool. What you do, just pull up and don't look? I watch everything. I don't give a fuck. When I pull up at home and it's dark outside, I look to see if there's people in the cars where I'm about to park at. I'm on it. I don't care. I'm on it. Just when you slip up, it'll be some shit you don't see it coming. So, I just wanted to say it's unfortunate when you got to make sense of somebody passed away and they didn't die from a terminal illness, anything medical related. They was taken out. So anyway, let's keep going. The chitter chatter. So in the press release, Takeoff's family also asks, in the lieu of flowers and gifts, all attendees donate to the Rocket Foundation, who supports community-based programs to help prevent gun violence, which is good. Following the funeral, the official obituary was shared, which described him to be a most gentle soul with a piece about him alongside a wise demeanor far beyond his years. And further read, endearing and impressive both on stage and in private life, Takeoff commanded respect wherever his path took him from musicians, family, industry, and peers alike. The obituary detailed that there are no words or sentiments conveyed that could aptly encompass the love so many had for him and the impact he made on the world. Takeoff would want the world to see the light in what he created and keep lifting each other up and supporting the creations people put out into the world. And it read in part, he's now up there with the stars he loves so much and remains in all of our ethers on the daily basis, living through his music and the love he brought to so many. And it's so beautiful how they make things sound. But he didn't just pass away from let me tell you something. And I'm pretty sure there's something if you, and I don't even think it's anything fully to be like to do with being an empath or anything like that. But I feel like if you feel emotions like or whatever, there's a different feeling when somebody passes away from like a cancer or like, you know, I don't know, sudden death is always hard, right? It's never, but you know, a lot of people say that it's easier when you know somebody's going to pass away. I don't think it, I think it's still hard, but, hold on. The blog showed Offset and botched more love and sympathy than Takeoff's mother, parents, and family. It was sad. Yeah, you know they got to do that for the blogs. You know, hopefully hopefully the family did get coverage, and hopefully we'll read some remarks. So let me see. All right, remains ethers on a daily basis. All right, Takeoff, whose real name was Kersnick Kari Ball. At the age of 28, you don't want to say that. Don't when you say shot in the head, it's just like you shot in the head. It's like that shit. Today is a funeral. I'm going through my own shit. It's like certain shit I don't even be. That shit just it doesn't feel good. It's a different feeling. I'm telling you. I feel like honestly, when we keep dealing with all of these deaths and your body releasing all of those you know, just when you're stressed like that, that shit stresses your body out. And if you think that there's no effects that it has on your body, you fucking bugging. Like that's why I be staying away from shit sometimes. Because when I remember I was doing those sad stories, like I felt like those were stories that people needed to know for prevention to learn from it. But that shit was stressing me out for them few days. I said I can't do this shit no more. You know, you try different shit on your channel, and I try to cover shit like when people die, and then hearing about kids getting shot in their head, and the mother's boyfriend getting mad at her and killing her fucking daughter. Like I had to stop doing that shit. That shit just is crazy. So let's keep going. Uh, there have been there have not been any arrests yet, but police said in a press conference last week that they want to find justice and asked the public to aid in their investigation. Shortly after law enforcement spoke, videos of the moments leading up to the fatal incident and its aftermath was released. So that's a copy of the program. The front of the funeral program showed pics of Takeoff through the years. Got his baby picture on there. His mother and his family ain't deserve that. Come on. Like, and the sad thing about it is, like, you know, we don't know who they say who it was who did it yet, but they say who it was. And again, it's crazy to me that a person could just feel like they could take your life. And um I said this shit before. You don't realize that a lot of people, not only do they want to take you out, but they want your family to hurt too. You got to realize people ain't just killing you to kill you. They want to hurt your family. And I feel like that. Why would you do that? Like, that's somebody baby. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then it's just a tomorrow. It's a yesterday story tomorrow for the rest of the world. And then they gotta, you know, another thing that made me feel bad during all of this. Did y'all hear about Young Dolph's? Was that his baby mother or his wife or whatever? That shit even shook me up yesterday when I seen that. I gotta pull that up. Like, just trauma, and people think that shit go away. It don't go away. So police have not said whether the man in the video is an official suspect. According to the Harris County Institute of Forensic Sciences coroner's report, Takeoff was shot. Quavo is yet to make an official statement on the loss of his nephew, but Offset, the third member of the Migos Takeoff's cousin, did make a subtle tribute on social media. Whatever. But yeah. Let's see. Give me a second. I want to go back and see if I could find any articles that possibly have like Virginia walking around like he has no regard for life. That's what I'm saying. You got to be careful. A lot of y'all like, let me tell you something that I learned early. A lot of people like going to that hood shit, hanging out them hood spots, and you think that shit give you some sort of badge where you're like, oh, niggas in the hood see you there, shit like that. That shit is corny to me. It's always been corny to me. I'm telling you, I might have did the hood spots, but I did it very rarely. Like, you gotta, like, I ain't go out like that. I'm one of those people. drop a number one if you're one of these people like that. You don't go out like that. So when you do go out, it's a treat. Like people be happy to see you. Like, oh, I ain't see you in a minute. I'm not one of those people who be in a mix like that. I'm not. I'm just not. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, and I like it like that. Some people just like to be seen and on the scene like that. Like, what do you got to show every week? It's like, I don't get it. I used to know people who just like to party every weekend. People don't get a chance to miss you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and what are you? I can play music at home and buy, get a bottle. You know what I'm saying? I don't like I'm not like that. But some people need that shit. I will tell you the type of person I am. I do like to leave the house at least once every day, though. You know what I'm saying? If I ain't got shit to do, I just like to go out. That's just a part of my personality. Real talk. Um, yeah. And also, you got to realize this too, right? I don't know why I'm saying this, but I just feel like it's random as hell, but I want to share it. So, my grandfather, he passed away when he was like almost 90 years old, right? But I'm going to tell you one thing that, and I want to show you, I want to tell you how much I'm a thinker because I think too much, right? I care too much too. One thing that kept him going though is that he walked every day. I could be anywhere upstate New York in the city that I'm from, and I would just see my grandfather just walking on the block. Like he would walk everywhere. Sometimes he would walk to the grocery store to get his groceries for the day. Like say he needed to pick something up, he would go do it. And I felt like that prolonged his life. Now, we know nowadays, ladies, be careful out there walking and shit. You know, you want to go on your walk and shit. Unfortunately, as a lady, as a woman, shit, even as a man, we could face dangers as getting robbed or getting killed or anything like that. But when you walk down the street, it's just like you got so many different things that is just coming at you. Every time, you go further and further, somebody trying to say something to you, they're trying to pick you up. You know what I'm saying? It's like your goal can just be getting to the house, but it's just like it's so many deterrents on the way that's just trying to like it's like rapid fire. You walking through, like you just like you going through that little tunnel to get on the airplane, and there's so many people just trying to pull at you before you even get to the damn plane. I know what it is, and this is why I have these conversations with my niece. That's why I be saying like, yo, when you go into the store, your goal is to get to that store and get back into that house. Like it's gonna be distractions, it's gonna be people. Like, yeah. We have those type of conversations. Like, yep, you got to talk like that. What's up, Zay? Cardi just posted on Instagram heartfelt message for Takeoff. Let's go see it. I think Zay is a low key Cardi fan. We're gonna chat about that later, Zay. Yeah, because something not right in the mix. Something not right. How the boy just put on like that? Let's see. Let's see what the boy chat about. Oh, say it's official. Cardi B. Oh, get this shit out of here. Hold on a second. You knew she was gonna try to do some shit after. She ain't say nothing. You know what? Let's see. Today is the day of the funeral. So all right, let's bring this up so people can see it. Rest in peace to Takeoff. And I'm not a big Migos fan, but I do have compassion for human beings. So let's see. What is this? Oh no, I can't play that. All right, so Takeoff. Your untimely passing has brought a great deal of pain and sorrow to so many lives. The impact that you had in this world was so considerable, and have struggled to grasp, and we have struggled to grasp this tragedy. I am heartbroken, but I am grateful for all the precious memories we have got to share while you were here with us. This has truly been a nightmare, and the pain is incomparable. The emptiness your brother's feeling is unbearable, and I pray that you give Offset, Quavo, and your friends and family the strength to keep going as they are trying to cope with this loss. I believe that the angels send signs and beautiful dreams to loved ones. As a Migos fan, it hurts me to look at pictures and videos of y'all together, hearing y'all songs that changed the music industry and moved the culture and club and had the culture and the clubs lit. It hurt because I know it will never be the same, but I know your bros and y'all fans will make sure the world never forgets the impact you made. I will remember your remarkable talent and your dope ass personality. I don't think Cardi was saying remarkable. I pray that you are at peace and in paradise because you deserve every bit of it. I know God opened the heavenly gates for you with a warm embrace. I think that was sweet, but I don't believe a word of it as far as she wrote it. I don't believe a word of it, but that was sweet. That was sweet, you know. I just can't get into her. That's how I feel. It's like, you know, who wrote that? Because I don't think she don't got the tenacity. She don't have the, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm go easy on me, baby. That's what I'm gonna do because I don't want to do that right now. I mean, I want to hit the gal. I want to hit the gal up on the day. And I want to hit the gal up on the day like that. You know? So let's move on. Yeah, Zay, I'm gonna hit you up because I think something's going on. Something in that milk ain't clean. Listen, I ain't gonna say people could like what they like, but I think that's dope if people still fuck with my channel knowing I don't like Cardi. Somebody let me tell you this. Somebody left a comment on my page and they said, "Oh my God, I'm Barty gang, but I like that you talk shit about Cardi." What type of shit is that? These motherfuckers is crazy. They crazy. They're crazy. Yo. So Nicki Minaj is going to be at the World Cup. They said that she's supposed to be performing. Let me bring this up real quick. Nicki Minaj. Let me go to Google. Please make sure that you subscribe, thumbs up the video. Oh, I ain't even dropped my Cash App. Lackadaisical. Hold on a second. Support, thumbs up, super chat, support the channel, Cash App on the screen. Let me see. Who else is up in here? What's up, Erica? I don't know if I said what's up with you. I seen you make a comment on my page. Car Ugly Beak called a dead black baby a monkey. F her Chicago style hot dog smelling. Yo. Don't get it twisted. Been rocking with Nicki since MySpace. Yeah, I know. He chose Nicki way back in the Gap, not just on Jink Champs from before Motorsport. Yeah, I remember he said that on it too. Yep, he did shot Nicki out on Motorsport. So let's go here and put Nicki Minaj World Cup. World Cup. That's going to be on the 20th, right? Nicki Minaj World Cup rapper collaborating with Nora Fatahi. Hold on, let me bring this up from Music Times. Yo, I got some blackberries from the store. Them shits was mad good. Matter of fact, let me go get some of that because I'm kind of hungry and I don't want to. Give me a second. Give me one moment. I'll be right back.
Let's go. New Foxy Brown.
Come again.
Whole Brooklyn. Stand the fuck up.
Okay.
Let's get it on, niggas.
Come on.
DJ Absolute. Operation Lock. Damn.
But I don't give a fuck. I breeze through in the truck with my middle finger up now. But I don't give a fuck. I breeze through in the truck with my middle finger up now. But I don't give a fuck. I breeze through in the truck with my middle finger up now. They don't like Gabby because he stay and cheater with a Chris White beat on. Stinking gal, never mind the time. See, I pays him no mind.
Sung after y'all. From the motherfucking top. New Foxy Brown.
Yeah.
I'm cold so they don't like me.
Yes.
DJ Absolute, motherfucker.
Come again. Come on. Oh.
Young girl.
Okay.
Queens, niggas.
But I don't give a fuck. I breeze through in the truck with my middle finger up now. They don't like Gabby because he stay and cheater with a Chris White beater on. Stinking gal, never mind the time. See, I pays him no mind. Bit slow your roll. Fox got this rap shit under control. Which I touch turn gold, but I touch turn canary. Damn, this shit's scary. And my name speak the truth. Y'all can't fuck with homie. I'm the truth in that booth. I'm the beast in the lab. I'm a goon on the tune with a broom and a Marc Jacob bag. I'm Brooklyn zone, and no matter where the crib is, the borough is my motherfucking home. I'm BK's finest, and a fresh pair of ears to still shout the designers.
Yo, do you ever think? Do you ever think music went through a corny phase? Because now I was just thinking about this song. Do you think that this is corny now when you think about it, or did you like this song? What song was this? It's like stunting is a habit. Get like me. I feel like that shit is so whack now. When I say it, stunting is a habit. Get like me. What song was that? Put me on. Put me on in the comments. I don't remember. Is that T.I. or some shit? Foxy was so dirty on that one. Yeah. Which I touch turn gold, what I touch turn canary. Damn, this shit's scary. And my name speak the truth. Y'all can't fuck with homie. I'm the truth in that booth. I'm a beast in the lab. Yep. I told you. I feel like, and it's so weird that I feel like one of most of the lyrical female rappers, Foxy Brown, Nicki Minaj, Young Devin, they all trendy. And it's like, why do they go hard like that? Like, I don't understand it. It's just a wordplay. And it's just like, what I really enjoy, and people probably don't realize that it ain't no booty shaking, ass shaking shit with Young Devin. But what I really enjoy about her is her lyricism. And it is bars, but it's lyricism. And it's not just bars back to back. And she can do that. But I like that it's flow. I like that shit. I find that to be attractive. Like when it comes to my listening ear, I can fuck with it. Different things for different artists, you know what I'm saying? And I like an array of music. I don't like just, listening to the same thing all the time. It's 5 a.m. here in Nigeria, and I've been waiting on you to come online. Now I'm sleepy and listening and don't do well with me. What? You like Glorilla EP? I didn't even check it out. Oh, you said you think that's Young Jock. Oh, shit. It's 5 a.m. in Nigeria. Nigeria, the lights stay going out in Nigeria, right? My friend Tanya was in Nigeria, and the lights was going out over there like every few minutes. It's about the struggle. Living in poverty that pushes you to the imagination. Yo, these blackberries is good as fuck. And they was on sale for 99 cents. You know that I'm going back to the store in the morning to get them. Yo, I went to the store tonight. I got some Triscuits. I got a few things, right? I got mangoes. I love mangoes. When I eat mangoes, I feel like I'm like the richest person in the world. I don't know why fruit makes me feel like that, especially when it's good fruit in season, ain't like mushy. Yeah. So, yeah. It's nothing like the sweetness of fruit to me. Like plums, oh my God, those are one of my favorite fruits. I feel like plums are like, that's like the chocolate of like when people like chocolate. And I swear, yo, when you like fruit like that, it makes life so much easier. When you like fruits and vegetables, like when you like fruits and vegetables like that, you could really just eat that every day. I could have bananas. I could have bananas every day. I could have apples every day. I love fruit and I love vegetables too. Young Jock laughing out loud. All right. Hey, y'all, everyone in poor over here. Are you Nigerian? Do you think I'm Nigerian? You said Nigerians are the richest Africans in the world. Don't play with them. I love me so a hard ass pears. Oh my God, yo. I think people don't appreciate. Yo, this is what I'm saying. All the people who love fruit, pears are one of the best. You know that texture from the pear, the sweetness from it. And then when I be going to the HEB, they be having all different types of pears. Sometimes I get like the red pear, or I just be getting all types of shit, to be honest with you. As long as they look clean and it's not like, rotting or anything like that. But I love fresh bananas. I just love fresh fruit. That shit does something to me. So when you go in the store, they're definitely marketing that to me because I get off on that. So, let's see. Anything possible? You can be Nigerian. Are you? Listen, all right. You starting to ask me foolish questions, and I don't know what you think this is, but I'm gonna put you on a timeout because I think that you're trying to be foolish. And I'm gonna let you think about what you said, because you can't be across the water trying to play with me like that. You're trying to be funny and you're trying to look for your moments. So let's stop playing with each other. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I eat pears like apples, but listen, let me tell you something. I'm a spoiled motherfucker. Yeah, and I'm from the 80s and I'm ungrateful, and you give me some shit I don't like and I'm gonna give it back. Yeah, or I'm gonna throw that shit in the trash. Yeah. Yo, this lady at my job, first and foremost, if you're gonna share an apple with a nigga like me, at least make sure you cleaned it off or skinned it. But she gave me an apple with mad dirt on it, just like, here, baby, you can have half of the apple. Because everybody know that we doing like this challenge at my job, where I actually started with somebody that's in the chat, Zay. He had this challenge, but I got like 2 other people that are eating healthy with me, right? So she was like, well, I'm gonna give you a half of this apple. So she told me, she was like, it's a Fiji apple. You already know in my mind, like, I'm a Honey Crisp motherfucker. Once I tasted Honey Crisp apples, man, I want nothing but Honey Crisp. Honey Crisp at the top of that apple. That shit is like the cashew of the nuts. I'm telling you. Honey Crisp apple, if you go to your local supermarket, get the Honey Crisp apple and taste the Fiji with it. Like, nah, that shit trash. That's the welfare apple. Get the Honey Crisp apple. Yo, tell me, nothing like it. Fucking nothing like it. I promise you, you gonna be like, I don't even need to drink juice. If you love fruit and you taste the flesh of that fucking Honey Crisp apple, you gonna say, I don't even need juice. I just need to be eating my fruits, drinking water. Like, I don't even need this shit. I swear to God, like, yo, if the thing is, Honey Crisp apples are not in all year, because like during times of like fall is apple season. So get off on that shit right now. Don't wait to be getting apples in the damn winter. Get off on that shit right now. While the picking is good. It's about to go away soon. So yeah, them Honey Crisp apples, and I don't give a fuck if they $2.49 a pound. Because when I get to the register and self checkout, I'm gonna memorize a cheaper PLU code, and I'm gonna ring them bitches up for $1.99 or whatever. Yo, the boy be moving when I be in the store. You gotta have a tactic. You hear me? When you see sometimes when you go in the store and the Honey Crisp apples ain't on sale, peep and look at the PLU codes to the ones that's cheaper around it. And like, the Red Delicious is the welfare apples. Them shits is gonna be on sale for $1 or something. I'm telling you, nigga. I done went to the damn store. Bloop, bloop, bloop. PLU code 4016. $2.49 is now reduced to $1. Now, nigga, I done got mad apples. Fuck that. I deserve the best. And I love that shit. You crazy? We all gotta. That it's since the pandemic, and now with prices of food and shit, you gotta find little loopholes. And listen, you crazy as hell, and you gotta be smart about it too, because that when they put certain things on the apples, you gotta position them even in your bag. Once you position them the way in your bag, tie the bag so that it don't flip over. You gotta listen. I put you on. I show you how to stunt. Now that's some shit that you just got to know how to do. And that's one of the things why I tell you, where you just got to be one of those people who get it. So technically I did get a discount, but I still paid. So I didn't steal. You know what I'm saying? I didn't steal. Yup, you damn right. I'll be going in there, making sure that tag ain't on the bottom by the scanner. Then I'm going to memorize 4016 for the cheapest apple. And I'm going to input it on the scale. And I'm going to put that shit in my bag. Nigga, I wish I would pay $3 for a pound of apple. Nah, God wouldn't even want us to do that. That's something that grows fresh out of the ground. Like, why would I pay $3? Nah, you got to have a little scheme with everything. Just like when I be going to Walmart, sometimes I be like, damn, this shirt is $16. Well, I'm about to pull rank, especially when I go to the little hood Walmart. I'm about to pop this tag. As soon as I go in the front, see a little nigga working in the front, or like anyone, this Hispanic ones, all of them, I'll be like, yo, this was on the clearance rack. I think it was like $8. They be keying that shit right in for me. Fuck that. This world will max your ass out, and I'm gonna get mine back by any means necessary. I'm gonna get mine back by any fucking means necessary. So I didn't technically steal. Yo, if my mom heard this conversation, she would be so disappointed, because she used to always be one of those people when we went to the store. My mom had all boys, right? So that we was testy. especially my brothers more so than me. But you know, like if we was trying to do something, she was watching us, and then say we was trying to, like, when we was little boys, and then trying to take something, she'd be like, "You want to go to jail?" And she still say that. Tell me if any of your parents ever say that line, "You want to go to jail?" She used to always say that shit. But no, I don't want to go to jail, but I am going to get this discount. So Nicki Minaj World Cup 2022 performance, rapper collaborating with Nora Fatihi Maluma report. So Nicki Minaj will be performing at the upcoming FIFA World Cup 2022 along with Bollywood actress Nora Fatihi. Fatihi, a Canadian Moroccan artist, was already announced as one of the artists performing at the FIFA World Cup 2022 opening ceremony in Qatar this coming November 2022 to December 18th. So we don't even know which date it's going to land on. So the Statesman, one of India's oldest English newspapers, confirmed that the ongoing rumor on Twitter very recently. Excuse me. All right. So according to the local outlets, Fatihi will be performing the already released 2022 FIFA World Cup 2022 anthem "Light the Sky Up" with Minaj at the World Cup opening ceremony. Released last October 7, 2022, "Light the Sky" originally featured Fatihi, Moroccan pop singer Manal Iraqi singer Rama Riyad, and Yemeni songstress Balkis. Minaj's participation in the actual song has yet to be confirmed, but it will be likely that she would be dropping a rap verse somewhere in the high-spirited 4-minute football anthem. All right. So it says verified accounts on Twitter have already posted that 2 Nicki Minaj songs will be released in total. Damn, that's crazy. That's big for Nicki. All right. So another ongoing unverified report is also making waves online, saying that the other song Nicki will be featured on is a song produced by Red One. That is a producer who did Pound the Alarm. I know that because, yeah, that was back in the pop era. And I was looking through the credits like, who did this song? It was Red One. That's probably why Lady Gaga, let me tell you this, right? Lady Gaga is racist. I don't care how much love she try to act like, oh, the gays and all of this shit. Yeah, probably the white gays and, you know, whatever. But whatever. So I think back then, this is why I love Nicki, right? This is why, to me, she was a force, because she was a black woman, not only a rapper, but she was touching those pop beats. And Lady Gaga probably was like, who is this bitch fucking with Red One? Now she's doing songs with Red One. You seen how, like, I ain't saying that the conversation that Azealia was saying, like, or whatever, was 100% real, but I can believe it. Let me tell you this. As a man, I'm never going to lie to you, and I never want a woman to dim their light because of people talking about your attitude or whatever the case may be. I'm telling you from somebody who respect people. I love when I meet a woman and you can't just get to her like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Where it's just like, she got some bounce back. Like, nah, like you can't do that shit. Or she's smart. She's aware of what she brings to the table or whatever the case may be. She don't just let you just handle. You can't just talk to me like, you know what I'm saying? I always respected the girls in the class who just wouldn't let people handle them. Like, you know what I'm saying? They was just assertive. Like, what? Like, nah. I remember one of my friends, she was like, you know, they don't play with me like that. I like the people who was like that. Like, you know that they don't, you know, the niggas don't be running up doing shit to me like that. They play with them like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I like that Nicki, you know, she's a black, like, obviously she's still a force. Lady Gaga be coming out. She better thank Ariana Grande for that single that she had on that album, because that was the most played. That song. I think they said it was so weird, right? They said Lady Gaga out. They were saying that her album had surpassed so many streams, but it was almost equal to the damn song that she did with Ariana Grande. So like, the fuck you talking about? You don't compare. These niggas be gassing that shit up, and you just ride the wave because you white, and that's exactly what it is. And I don't care what nobody say. Lady Gaga gets kudos. I'm telling you, she's gonna win a Grammy next. She's gonna win it. She's gonna be in the running for a Grammy for that bullshit soundtrack song. Every year she's releasing a bullshit soundtrack song, and it's like, come on. She probably hate to see Nicki making moves like this. So I say all of that to say is that Nicki is still here. Nicki is making major moves, and I felt like one of those things that guy said from the her other manager. And I totally agree. It's like Nicki is already huge. It's like, what other bigger things can she do now? It's like, I like that she's tapping into shit like this. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what this is doing for Nicki, especially the visibility of being involved in the World Cup, is just setting the stage better for when she does her worldwide tour. You understand what I'm saying? You're getting your name more on the tips of more people's mouths. Imagine how many people see that, and imagine how to, like, you got to think about from a business perspective. Like, so imagine how many people are going to see the World Cup, and then it's Nicki Minaj. That's going to be Google. That's going to be Spotify. That's going to be Apple Music. It's just going to send people everywhere when your name is just, you know, and that's all over the world who sees it. So I feel like it's a dope thing for her in this stage of her career. Red One will reportedly produce a new World Cup song, which will feature Nicki Minaj, Miriam Fares, and Maluma. He has previously produced hits for Nicki, Starships, and Pound the Alarm. Okay, yeah, he did Starships too. Yep. So according to official World Cup Qatar website, a full FIFA World Cup official soundtrack will be released along with two various international artists collaborating for the mega album. She getting her bag, nigga. She's not playing. Nicki is not playing. 2 other songs are already released, Like the Sky. We read that already. So listen, I can't wait for that. Shout out to Nicki Minaj, always making moves, making bigger moves. You know what I'm saying? Making boss moves. Next year is 16 years. It's like, what are they going to do? What the fuck they going to say? What the fuck they gonna say? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like Nicki is like that in a way. You have to set boundaries. Yeah. FIFA. Okay. So Lady Gaga had to go jazz with Tony Bennett. Yeah, she had to suck the white cocky. Pose up on the cocky like a red carpet. The same other gal. And then her boom boom stress. Big gun gone out, then idiot girl running with bad girl. Her pussy little and tiny, and make her eyes squeeze up like Chinese. I like that too. Gun now can't find me. Yeah. What else did I put in my shit? Okay, so I wanted to talk about that. I wanted to go bring up this Kanye West shit because I felt like he kind of put Jay-Z and Beyonce out there by just even mentioning their name, but I felt like he was just being bold, like fuck it, like I'm not Jay-Z or Beyonce. I feel like Jay-Z does walk a fine line too. He be trying to front, but he does. Hold on a second. Okay. I don't know, guys. I feel like I'm gonna give in. I hope I don't, though. I'm going to be positive. This is the last of the weed. You know what I'm going to do now? After I get done with this, I'm going to roll all my clips up and then I'm going to be done. All right. So World Cup is bigger than the Super Bowl. Yeah, I was reading that too. This is huge. All right. So let's go to Kanye West on the Shade Room. Thumbs up the video if you're still here. Subscribe to the channel. All of that. Please, please, please. Matter of fact, no, we about to do this again because it wasn't that many people here. So we need to do that again because I feel like people need to be tapped into that. Shout out to Young Devin, Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Let's bring this up real quick. Let's get into this freestyle real quick.
Yeah,
let's do it.
About to make a movie.
You say you about to.
This is what New York Flex. I've been waiting my whole life for this one, Flex.
You about to make a movie?
Bow! Oh, I need a run tune right now. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
Bad girl Devin in the building. Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah. Pull me on, shot it. Bow! Whoop. If she feeling hot, then I make that pose and I get it. Brooklyn, Trinidad. Yeah, vibes. Baby go season. Listen, look. How could I lose? Came from the bottom, but now I got nothing to prove. Ain't on my business and stay at the drama, cause I know they watching my moves. I've been too busy hating on my comments, but still ain't got nothing to do. I just stay at the top and go watching my views. But you ain't get my spot, now you dropping a woo. Damn, already chose. Won't get my heart cause it's already froze. A quarter of my money, I'm already gone. If you look in my face, then I'm already known. Cause I ain't selling my body for numbers, I gotta spend extra 20 in my clothes. Really that shorty, that's word of my mother. Her daughter be stepping anywhere she go. I'm her. If I can't sell no records, I'm sorry. Need a bite of going through my verse. Hit a milli speaking up on my hurt. Pretty little tatted shorty, what would I curse? I was just on the block in the the east, made a bop on the beat. Now labels wanna start her. And I don't gotta drop every week cause they flap when I speak. I never need reminders. Yeah, I get it. Baby, go to the realest one in it. And the stars in my windows is tinted. Now I'm trying to see how I'm living. Ain't complaining, I really be chill. I just took me a shot at 10-3 to the wicked. No, my block, I ain't see you come spin it. That's not who you are, better speak how you living. Look, give me a budget before I step through. I be fighting my demons, but I'm blessed too. Send me a block, I'll address you. I could back me and stop in a sweatsuit. Now I'm just dancing, that's my best move. Pay me to walk up in your venue. I'm in the spot, but see, I've been new. We do not respond to thirst. I get views, I do what I like. I could wake up today, get a feature, go hit up beyond and buy me some ice. I have to walk out the spot with my knee, and they see where I'm going. I tell them it's spice. For yourself, don't play with your life. Got a bag of you sitting on my tight. Sure to be watching everything I do and still and get it right. Bow!
Well,
She feel hot that I made that.
I got
I get it.
questions.
And every time, yeah, we back.
I feel like when there's a mic and it's
Yeah. You already know what it is. You already know. So I had to drop that again. I'm drinking this protein shake. It's so good. Like, I'm telling you, just I want all you guys to repent from the fast food. Like, just don't eat it. You know, don't spend your money there. Just go to the store. I'm telling you, this week I saved so much money within the past 2 weeks just going to the store and getting my, like, I go to Sam's Club. I get that 50, is it a 15 pack of protein shakes? So basically I have one every day. Some days I have two. Like, I had one earlier, but I really wanted another one tonight. So I just drunk it, but it's only 160 calories. And the way that they formulate it, it's not that much sugar in it. Like, this only has, it has 5 carbs and it has 1 gram of sugar. That's it. So they formulate it like that. Tastes really good. It has a little, I'm not going to lie to you. I get the Premier Protein Shake. It has a little taste after you get done with it. But when you drink it, it's really good. So you basically tell me you want to see it again, right? So you want to see it again. Let's do it again. It's a vibe. Like, I understand it. Let's do it.
Oh, you know what I'm
let's go.
saying?
Let's go.
Why
Get
y'all
to it,
never not
Juanito.
build it? Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, they don't shot it. Bow! Woo! She feeling hot, then I make that fuss and I get it. Brooklyn, Trinidad. Yeah, vibes. Baby go season. Listen, look, how could I lose? Came from the bottom, but now I got nothing to prove. Ain't on my business to stay at the drama, cause I know they watching my moves. I've been too busy hating on my comments, but still ain't got nothing to do. I just lay at the top and go watching my views. You ain't get my spot, now you dropping a woo. Damn, already chose. Won't get my heart, cause it's already froze. A quarter of my money, I'm already done. If you look at my face, then I'm already known. Cause I ain't selling my body for numbers, I gotta spend extra 20 on my clothes. Really, that shorty, that's where the
Hold on a second. Hold on. Can I say that was so? Am I the only person who noticed that? Can I say that was so perfect when Flex looked into the damn camera like that? When she was like, look at my face that I'm already known. Why did he look at the camera like that? Do y'all think they shot this twice? Like, it feels like it was a one take though. I gotta ask her that. I'm like, how did Flex look in the camera right then when she said that? That shit was if that timing was fucking perfect. Like, I can't.
Stop and go watching my views. You ain't get my spot, now you dropping a woo. Damn, already chose. Won't get my heart, cause it's already froze. A quarter of my money, I'm already done. If you look at my face, then I'm already known. Cause I ain't selling my body for numbers, I gotta spend extra 20 on my clothes. Really, that shorty, that's word of my mother. Her daughter be stepping anywhere she go. I'm her. If I can't sell no records, these times hurt. Need a wire to going through my verse. Hit a milli speaking up on my her. Pretty little tatted shorty, why would I curse? I was just on the block in the east, made a bop on the beat. Now labels wanna start her. And I don't gotta drop every week cause they flap when I speak. I never need reminders. Yeah, I get it. Baby, go to the realest one in it. And the stars in my windows is tinted. Now my ex trying to see how I'm living. Ain't complaining, I really be chill. I just took me a shot at 10-3 to the wicked. No, my block, I ain't see you come spin it. That's not who you are, better speak how you living. Look, give me a budget before I step through. I be fighting my demons, but I'm blessed too. Send me a blocker, I'll address you. I could back me and start up in a sweatsuit. I'm just dancing, that's my best move. Pay me to walk up in your venue. I'm in the spot, but see, I've been new. We do not respond to thirst. I get views, I do what I like. I could wake up today, get a feature, go hit up beyond and buy me some ice. I could walk out the spot with my knee, they still where I'm going. I tell them it's spice. For yourself, don't play with your life. Got a bag of you sitting on my tight. Sure to be watching everything I do and still get it right. Bow!
well,
She
listen,
feeling hot, then I made that
I
fuss
got
and I get
questions.
it. And every time, yeah, we back.
She was so excited too. She deserved that and more. You know what? I want to do this too. I know. Wait, do I want to? Well, you do this on your own, right? You know what is so interesting about this girl's story, right? And it's not that like to me, it's important to see the story of an artist, like how we see Nicki's story, like her grind and shit like that. Yesterday, right? So I was trying to calculate like how many views her freestyle had got like over 24 hours. So I was just looking on all different platforms and just was trying to see like who posted it. On Facebook, like people was posting a link to it, but I didn't see any like videos so I could see like the views or whatever, right? But when I did was like that was my first time looking at her Facebook artist page, right? I'm telling you, go to her Facebook artist page. If you type her name in and put Young Devin, you see footage, studio footage when she was like a little girl in the studio. Like that shit almost made me cry. I was like, wow, she really been doing this for a while, like recording like her little trendy music and all of that. I was like, wow, like she really was in the studio, like really doing. It's been a journey. So that's why I feel like it's important to support like artists who are really true. Like I feel like the game does need to be gay. Like why do we get little pop-up artists like that? Like, you know, not to say nobody deserves success, but you get the little pop-up and the pop through artists like the Gorilla or the Ice Spice, and then when they story is that they just started music a year ago. Like to me, that shit is not like how that shit would have never happened before. You had to prove yourself before. Where's the track record? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, where is the dedication to the culture? I don't understand that shit. I don't get it. I don't. Check out her last week tweet. I literally said the same thing you said about Flex. Look back. Yeah, it was crazy. Hold on a second. Let me see. Let me go to Twitter. I want to bring this Kanye West thing up though, but I just feel like it's crazy when you go back and you look at and you can see that an artist has really been doing this shit for a while. And it's like, you know, and sometimes I don't like to talk about that because then you don't, because I don't want people to feel like that, because then you might start feeling like, damn, like whatever. No, keep going. You got to still keep going. But I feel like the game is just it's not fair. Like to me, it's not. I don't think it is. Because how did we just get a Ice Spice out of nowhere with like on some bullshit? How do we even get a fucking Glorilla? These people who don't like listen. Everybody deserves their success, so let's keep it moving and listen to this Kanye West shit.
They try to suppress you, but that's how they try to categorize
They
you.
can't control me. You get what I'm saying? They can control Shaq. They can control Charles Barkley. They can control LeBron James. They can control Jay-Z and Beyonce.
But not you, man.
But they can't control me.
Ooh.
You see, it ain't no name I won't name. It's up.
Oh, that was raw though, right? That shit was raw. Yo, that nigga said it's up. Now you see Kanye trying to get gangster, but his hand still got that slant. Please, nigga. This nigga trying to say it's up. It's up. It's up. It's up.
Not you.
You know what I'm saying? And just for Minister Farrakhan, I love you, but the way you read that, I took that as a slight. You know what I'm saying? I don't.
Now Kanye, now he like he checking Farrakhan. Now he like, yo, I ain't take slight from yo.
I'm taking no disrespect from nobody. So let's get on the.
I understand it though, fully though. I'm not trying to say I don't understand. Don't take disrespect from nobody or whatever. But I feel like certain people, like my mom, I let her have it sometimes. I just like bow out the conversation. If I could tell she's trying to take it over, or she's just not trying to like, you know, whatever. I feel like with your parents or certain people who are like just respectful, like elders, to be honest, if you don't feel like that, I feel like you are unruly. And some people like to be unruly. I feel like you should respect your elders, you know, too, as long as they're not disrespecting you. Just like this sweet old lady at my job, like, yo, let me tell you something. This is my style. I don't like this. If I'm due to work, if like I'm due to come in at 11:30, don't be at my desk at 11:31 with something that you following up on. Like, let me ease into my day. Damn, I just punched in. Like, what the fuck? Like, I remember, so today I just got there and and this is my thing that I do to people. It's kind of like my repellent. And I'm telling you, it worked because she kind of felt my energy, but she came back and we still had a good time or whatever, but I repelled it. So what happened was I got to work and then she came over to me and she started talking to me like soon as I got there, and she started bringing up a person's name. And I'm like, I don't know who that is. I'm like, I just got here. Like, I don't know who that is. And I did know who it was, but what the fuck? You know how you speak to so many different people? Like, we don't speak to that many different people a day, but I was just like, I don't know who that is. They was like, you don't know what's the name, Williams? And I'm like, no. Fuck. You got to play like, yeah, no, I don't know. I just got here a fucking minute ago. Fuck. I agree. He could have approached Farrakhan a different way. So anyway, let's keep going before we go off on a tangent.
Let's talk that out. I don't care who you are. I ain't taking no slice from nobody, right?
Especially now since he detached. But I will say this, Kanye West is still rich, so he can still sit here and pop that shit. So I agree. Pop that shit. Now since you detached, you ain't got no connection and all of that. I just feel like Kanye West need to be careful. He need to protect himself, make sure he got security, because I feel like the next thing they're going to try to do is take him up out of here. So be careful. Be careful. And, you know, I don't understand. What do you think he meant about the next thing he's going to say his mother was sacrificed? Because I don't want to pause it there.
I ain't taking no slice from nobody. It's God. That's the only person that I serve. My mom ain't here. My mama was sacrificed.
Me too.
You understand?
Yeah. Appreciate
Michael Jordan. What about him? His daddy, right? Bill Cosby, his son, right? Dr. Dre, his son. You're out in Hollywood. A lot of people come up missing.
Can I ask you something? Like, is the truth that Kanye West's mother passed away because it was complications to her surgery? Because I don't understand why he's saying that his mother was some sort of sacrifice. Now he feeding into the rhetoric of the YouTube conspiracy channels. It's like, shut the fuck up. That's what I'm saying. It's like Kanye West could say some real shit and then he'll lose me, because I'm a person who go through the grass, because you got to look for the glass in the grass, right? You don't want to cut your foot on the grass, right? So you got to make sure you look for the glass in the grass. And I just feel like when I'm going through his grass, it's just you know, when you're doing them checks, you got to check for something. You're like, damn, he always got some shit. Like, why it ain't never smooth? He can't just say some real shit and just keep it real. He got to just saying some dumb shit. So now your mother was sacrificed, or was it complications? Like, what was it? It said Kanye West just signed his death certificate. Oh, Choke No Joke said that. I just got a notification. So, all right. So let's keep going.
Feels like it might be a lot of that in order to control, traumatize. They want to monetize and traumatize. And God loved me. You understand? They hit me. Gap, Adidas, all that away. Still, Forbes, who hate me, right, had to write net worth 400 million.
Let me tell you something just to relate to, and I'm not trying to like be on some funny shit, right? But Kanye West's attitude is so nasty that he can't see it, right? I remember just recently I was having a conversation with a family member, and I was telling them you need to be able to see it. It's important. That's how a lot of people are not able to progress or whatever. You got to see how you showing up and be able to hold yourself accountable. You have to, right? I'm telling y'all, when I was younger and I worked at this job, I lost out on an opportunity and I got fired from a job. You want to know why? Because I was younger. I didn't give a fuck about relationships and speaking to people and you know, at the job. So I was one of those people that said, as long as I come to work and do my job, I don't got to fucking speak to you. And then especially if you're trying to say some shit, trying to micromanage me, I'm just going to not speak to your ass. I'm here to do a job. But that shit ended up hurting me because I wasn't, you know, it's an at-will job. So when they want to fire you, they fire you. So I learned, but that was in my younger 20s. You got to, you know what I'm saying? You learn. You be like, okay, next job I go to, I ain't going to do that. But luckily I was young enough to be able to do that. That's why when you younger, don't stress these jobs. Sometimes you're going to lose a job. Just make sure you learn the lesson of why you lost the job, though. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. When I was younger, let me tell you, my mentality was so carefree. I don't know how you are as a teenager or whatever, but I ain't have a mother who was just like on some abuse type shit like that. And not saying that would make me fearful of losing a job or something, because some kids' parents, they'd be like, you got to have a job or you got to whatever. My mother was just carefree. But even though I worked consistently, I never felt like I needed the job like the people who was there. I'm like, nigga, I live at home. Like, my mom is good. I worked this job and she still gave me money. Like, you understand what I'm saying? I knew that I was blessed. I had them, but the thing is, when we was younger, we was little kids though, like my mom did struggle a lot more. But when I started getting older and shit, when I was in high school, it was like certain things was going on. It's like one of my brothers was living somewhere. He was living in Virginia because he was like my brother right now, my brother who's like, you know, going through it in the hospital, he was just one of those little boys. He was just always into something. And I tell you, but I loved him. I loved him to death because that was like my security. I'm telling you, it was just like, if anybody knows what it's like to have an older sibling that don't play, like, you know what I'm saying? they don't play. I remember, yo, I was scared one year. I ain't gonna lie to you. It was this kid that lived around the corner from us, Gregory, and we all seen how he got down, like how he fought and shit like that. And I remember something happened with my cousin. He came back around the corner saying that it happened. My brothers hit that porch. Like, this is what I'm trying to say. I heard somebody saying in battle rap, like, oh, you said porch in New York. Yeah, we do have porches in New York, and New York is not just one location. Yes, we do have porches. When I tell you my cousin came back, my brother didn't care how nice Gregory was with the hands, and like we all watched that shit go down. Nobody got stomped out or anything like that. They shot, they fought, and nobody got to the ground and none. But my brother held his, and that's why I loved him. Like, yo, you don't know what it's like when you go through and think about memories of your life. I'm happy that I had bigger brothers because it got me through. Like, I could just be me and just like not even worry about, like, niggas even knew better. You knew even better to fuck with me. I'm telling you. And nothing is better than having that, knowing that you got a unit. And that's what makes you so secure. And that's what makes you not have to force friendships with people when you be like, what? That gives me, honestly, I feel like a lot of the people who really got the secure, cocky attitudes, they secure in family because they like, nigga, what? What? Nigga, what? I'm not out here forcing no friendship. My mother loves me. Even if me and my brothers could be dysfunctional and talk shit to each other, me and one of my brothers be going at it right now. He be sending books to me. I be sending books right back to him. And then I be complaining about how he sent all these long messages and shit. I'll be talking mad shit. He'll talk shit to me too, but we got better from the place of when we used to talk shit and we was going to be on some, oh, it's on site when I see you. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it used to be like that. Like, oh, bet you talking shit through text message? Because I'd be like, yo, you talking shit, like, pick the phone up. I called you like 5 times. Why you ain't answer the phone? Because then he'd be on some shit where he trying to be like, nope, now I ain't picking the phone up. Niggas be trying to fuck with each other like emotionally. And I'd be like, yeah, pick the phone up, nigga. Come on. You know how I give it up. I can't be on here talking shit like this and not really be like that. But my brother give it up right back. But it's just it's a fight. And we so much like our dad, but not. We try to be like, you know, my dad, he is who he is. But we all are alike, just like my father. That shit is real. Like our attitudes. Yeah. I feel like I'm a little more flexible though, to be honest with you. But Lord, I have 11 older brothers, facts. Yeah, I never really had no issues. It's just like, to be honest, I was more so scared to let them know if some shit happened because it was going to be bad for you. I'm telling you, it was really going to be like that. Then I have cousins too. It was just like, what? It was just, I never had no issues like that. I'm telling you. I remember one time it was after school. They had these, something had happened. Like I don't know, like if you ever experienced like after school when people would just get randomly jumped and shit like that. That shit used to happen. And I remember one time my brother was saying like, yo, like, you know, you was walking across the street with your friends and he was like, yo, they was trying to like plot and say, go across the street. And he was like, nah, that's my brother. Cause my brother was like out there with them and shit, like just being in the mix and doing activities after school. I was one of those kids when school got out, I would do shit sometimes, like go to the store and then I would go home. But a lot of the times I wanted to get straight home because I wanted to get the leftover food before everybody got home. I'm telling you, your boy was calculated because my mom typically made dinner like every night, right? Because we ate a lot. Like, so she would cook every night. So I'd be like, oh, we had spaghetti last night and it was a little bit left. I'm about to beat these niggas home because I knew my brother wouldn't get home to a certain time. I don't even think they knew it. It was so many different things I got to benefit off of that they ain't even realize. But yeah, I was smart. Yeah. So was that the end of the Kanye West rant?
Jesus is king. God loved me.
That's more important than thinking in life.
That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? And this truth is gonna be heard. Y'all can't send none of y'all Meek Mills, y'all puppies.
Woo! What? That nigga said y'all can't send none of y'all Meek Mills? Wait a minute, I didn't hear this. Y'all
little boozy, none of these names, none of these people that have to listen to y'all because they have legal. I never killed nobody, right? I'm the pussy that never killed nobody, right? But that means I can say whatever I want and not go to jail.
That's scary. They can't control you. They can't. They
PUSS.
try to suppress you, but that's how they try to categorize.
They can't control me. You get what I'm saying? They can control Shaq. They can control Charles Barkley.
What I was trying to say is he'll start talking some real shit, even when he got up to naming the J and Beyonce, how they even play a certain role commercially, right? But then he starts saying some bullshit, and then you lose me. Now your mother was sacrificed, but she made the choice to, make enhancements. So was it a sacrifice, or are you just trying to throw that in the mix to just make it all sound mix up? I don't like people who do that because it's manipulative and it's deceptive.
They can control LeBron James. They can control Jay-Z and Beyonce.
But not you, man.
But they can't control me. You
Not
see, it
you.
ain't no name I won't name. It's up.
Not you.
You know what I'm saying? And just for Minister Farrakhan, I love you, but the way you read that, I took that as a slight. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking no disrespect from nobody. So let's get on the phone. Let's talk that out. I don't care who you are. I ain't taking no slice from nobody, right? I ain't taking no slice from nobody. It's God. That's the only person that I serve. My mom ain't here.
Shut the fuck
My
up.
mama was sacrificed.
Me too.
You understand?
Yeah. I'm Christian.
Michael Jordan, what about him? His daddy, right? Bill Cosby, his son, right? Dr. Dre, his son. Out in Hollywood, a lot of people come up missing. Feels like it might be a lot of that in order to control, traumatize.
Now he want to be a civilian. Want to talk that? Now he want to talk that shit. Kanye, get a YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? Now you want to talk about this Hollywood shit after you've been on there with them white B.I.G.I. You know what I'm saying? I'm over it. Fuck out of here. He's speaking the truth now. Yeah. All right. So it was a sacrifice. What was a sacrifice? That she made a choice to get plastic surgery? You think that they killed his mother? I mean, all right. Two things can be true at once. Some people's death looks more simple than it really is, in my opinion. I do agree with you with Lola, because I feel like when my friend passed away from last year, everybody is overlooking the fact, and I feel like I feel like first and foremost, cardiac situation, but they're not looking at the fact that the jab had a lot to do with it. And I don't care what nobody say. There was a lot of people who had cardiac issues last year. This year, a lot of people who passed away from heart attacks, and people acting like they don't know what it is. It's not being investigated. And yeah, we can have the conversation about it, but they're not looking into it because I think they know low key. They know. And unfortunately, the people who signed off on getting that jab, that you can't sue, right? Yeah, that's why I would never be what's the word? Inoculated. Have y'all all noticed that how silence everyone went against the jab? Yep, DMX. GMX had the jab? I'm going to just say right now, my family says the same thing about the jab. Yeah, a lot of people, a lot of secret heart issues. This lady told me she was going to this woman in my family. She was going to a funeral with her boyfriend, and he passed away from a heart attack on the way to the funeral. It was crazy. Like, shit, it was crazy. Woman passed out, had a heart attack during a WebEx during work. Crazy. So just got to be careful. So listen, I've been up here for 1 hour and 17 minutes. I feel like I did my due diligence. Beyonce and Jay-Z spoke about Nicki Minaj at the Web Club, talk about Offset, Takeoff. Let me see. Was there any pictures of Cardi B? I feel like it was one picture where she was walking out the house, or she was walking somewhere and she looked like the Wicked Witch of the West. Rain on me. I never got the jab. Me either. And I ain't never get it either. I've never had COVID. I never had that COVID. No, I never had that COVID. You know what? I really feel like God be blessing me, right? Because this is why I feel like it's important to treat yourself right. Because in hindsight, I have to really consider myself. And I don't know what this means for my life, because a curveball can come soon or anytime, right? Or I can have something else that goes on, right? But every time of the year when people talk about, it's the time of the year when people get sick. I've never got the flu. I don't get colds like that. I might get one cold, might get a cold in a year, but I don't know. I be feeling like, and I always felt like this, right, since I was younger. And I don't know why. And I felt like maybe I shouldn't have shared it with people, but share it now. But I am going to say it. And I know that a lot of you might feel like this too, because I feel like God really be looking out for me on some real shit. Because I know that I've OD'd on food before. I don't have high blood pressure. I don't have diabetes. I'm not at risk for it either. I'm never like close to it either. And I just be like, God be really looking out for me. What does that mean? Is something going to happen to me like when I get older? This is why I'm like, I need to preserve and just make sure that I do the right things. You know what I'm saying? So do the right things. And like, I don't know if you don't understand what I'm saying, where you just feel like you got favor from God. I be feeling like I do have favor because I always make a way. I always find a way to make a way. I'm always good. And I can't ask for anything more than that, you know? There's a few other things that, of course, that, you know, you pray about, but on a personal level, I can't really complain, like, other than trying to meet my goals. That's it. It said Cardio had paparazzi taking pics at the funeral. I put my faith in God and not any scientists created a concoction in a lab in under 9 months. And when it normally takes 10 years, miss me with their brainwash. Right. Right. I agree. It's interesting that Cardi covered her eyes. You know, she probably was crying so much, Blue Blue. She'll be coming out with a song in about a week or two. You know, I feel like when you make statements and stuff like that, I'll say this, right? When my mom had sent us a message last night and she updated us like about my brother, she had mentioned that they said that that could be a possibility. And this is what I'm saying, like he's doing better, but it still needs prayers and still need prayers and stuff like that, right? Last night I couldn't go live. I had a live schedule, but I couldn't do it. It was too raw. And then today it was just like, you know, after speaking to my mom, she was saying that, you know, he's doing better and she was happy and that he was doing better. You know, he's still in the hospital and ICU, but he's doing better. So I was like, you know what, today is, I could like, at first I couldn't do it, but once I spoke to her, I was like, okay, I'll do it. Right. But it's this thing, right? I remember like my mom, you know, when one of my brothers had got locked up, she had went to a funeral and my aunt had told her, she was like, see, it was like a funeral. I don't know if somebody had like got killed or something. And they went and my aunt was like, see, you know, your son, he might be locked up, but at least you ain't going through this. And my mother she made a joke with her after the funeral and she still laughed on. She was like, he's still locked up. She still like, you know, was like crying and stuff. And my mother and my aunt was laughing. But, you know, you do see stuff like that. So I felt really bad today, but I was just like, damn, like these people lost a family member, you know, not due to a terminal illness, a sickness or anything like that. Like Takeoff, they trying to get up there and say all that nice shit and say all of this like, oh, now he up there with the stars he loved. I would say, get the fuck off the stage saying that shit about my brother. The fuck you mean now he up there with the stars, nigga? He didn't die. He didn't fucking, it wasn't no accident. He didn't fucking drown. The fuck you mean now he up there with the stars? That shit just pissed me off and now I'm about to end this live. I'm out of here. Peace.